This is Yikes. He runs a YouTube channel with over 1.4 million subscribers. And he just finished a daily upload series where he tried to take a brand new channel from 0 to 100,000 subscribers in only 10 days. So today, I decided to sit down with him and ask him a few questions about the channel, about the struggles that come with running a YouTube series at this scale, and also maybe asking him about a bit of controversy. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the interview. So, how are you feeling, bro? How are you feeling now that the series is over? It's not really over, but
Still got more work to do, but
yeah.
most of it's over.
Yeah, Buster died, Or
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. We actually don't know, but
well, I think by the time this comes out, we will know what happens, but
yeah. We'll see though. We'll see. Oh yeah, this is coming out the same day the final episode is dropping. So yeah, you'll have to wait and see. I don't know what's happening, obviously, but I'm just kidding. I know exactly what's happening. For the first question, I decided to ask something that a lot of people wanted to know. In the challenge where he tried to take a brand new channel from 0 to 100,000 subscribers in 10 days, he used his main channel to push subscribers to the new channel. But isn't that cheating? The first question is, a lot of comments ask, why in the world did you use your main channel with this challenge? You're growing a channel from 0 to 100,000 subscribers. Why did you use your main channel?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the most common questions that people said in the comments. And it's a valid question. If there is an easy way for me to answer it, then I would have. But so basically, I'll take this opportunity to do that. Basically, the reason is I wanted it to be more than just a series where it's just me for a couple days trying to post brain rot shorts every single day. I wanted it to be like this event that would happen. So I wanted to split it up, right? So that's why there's the 4-5 day buffer. Obviously, people like Ryan have done that in the past with the buffer, but the buffer works super well in this case because the first half of the series is like me just organically trying to grow this channel, like spamming shorts, whatever, just doing whatever I can to get the subscribers so that I can afford to buy things that are like common necessities like the bed, the chair, whatever, pillow. And then I wanted the second half to be more of a thing where it's like this more fun, what's a better word to use than event? It's like when a politician, like a campaign. It's like more like a campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like this thing that people are excited for every single day. But there's an element like you want the series to be entertaining too.
Yeah.
You don't want it to just be like me. I found one thing that works, right? Like those optical illusion shorts work. And then 10 days of posting optical illusion shorts just isn't fun to watch.
Yeah.
And so that's why you have to kind of think outside the box and do things that people might consider cheating. But it's like, it's all for the entertainment anyway. Like,
That was a pretty good answer, but now I had to ask, what would he do if he had to grow a new channel to 100,000 subscribers without using shorts or his main channel? It's like a good segue, I think, would be like if you weren't using your main channel and you weren't posting brain rot shorts and you weren't, actually, let's say you weren't even using shorts, how in the world would you get 100,000 subscribers?
100,000.
It doesn't have to be like within 10 days or whatever. Just how would you get 100,000 subscribers?
So it's different when you're doing a series. Like you want to make it entertaining, and so that's why that's where the gumball machine comes into play. Because it's like, how can I make it so every single day I have to try a new genre of content? Because the series isn't fun if day one I find a type of content that works really well, and I just do that for 10 days. The series, there's no series at that point. It's just an experiment. I would find a niche that isn't super explored in the mainstream, and I would just kind of like, I would probably still make a character similar to Buster, something that's colorful. Because if the rules are still the same, I can't use my face, I can't use my voice. I would probably do a character like Buster. I probably wouldn't use AI. I would probably get one of my friends to do the voice or something, just so that it doesn't, because people can tell AI, and that makes it harder to get people to subscribe. So, and I would just literally do genuine content. Like I wouldn't do all this brain rot spamming shorts and like begging for subscriber stuff, because I think that works for when you're doing a series where you're just trying to gain subscribers and that's it. Because you want to sleep on a bed, so you need like 100 subscribers, so you do anything for that. But if I was actually trying to grow a channel to 100,000 subscribers, I would literally just focus in on one thing.
For the next question, I decided to ask something that possibly thousands of people wanted to know. Was Eric really hiding in the background of one of these videos? Yeah, a lot of comments also wonder why Eric was in every single episode.
Yeah, so Eric's doing a new video actually where he's hiding in every episode of the Yikes series. It's going to get 10 million views. Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't post a YouTube video in general without comments being like, that Eric. That Eric in the video. Eric thought he was slick. 1 point for the chat. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
I told him, I texted him, I said, I'm going to ban you from my comment section now.
Yeah, he said it was good engagement, which it
Yeah,
was.
I mean, that's fair. Get a lot of comments that are like, Eric in the back.
Wait, maybe Eric was in there, and we just don't want to give away the secret because he's posting a video.
It does sound like something someone who is hiding Eric in his videos would
Exactly, that's exactly what they'd say. We're on to you. You know what I think is so funny about that, too? Eric's like 6'5". I'm the same height as you, and I don't think I'm that tall. I don't think I'm nearly. Thank you.
You don't think you're 6'5"?
I don't know why I said that I didn't think I was 6'5". I'm very obviously 6'5".
Oh, what's funny about that too is like people think that Eric would just give up 10 days to just like chill with me in my apartment.
For this next question, I sort of wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of what actually happened whenever the cameras turned off. Next question. Whenever you said, hey, good night. Let's go to sleep, right? It's been a long day work. Let's go to sleep. Let's get some rest. Let's sleep on the floor maybe. What did you really do?
So most of the time, well, actually, I think every single time, instead of going to sleep, I would get in my car. I would drive 20 minutes to...
Listen to Joe Bartolozzi, by the way.
I would listen to Joe Bartolozzi and the car ride there and the ride back, because what else am I going to do? Listen to music? So I would drive 20 minutes to an Airbnb that I was renting for these guys to stay at while they were editing. And they're absolutely grinding. So then I would drop off the footage, and then I'd pick up like the Premiere Project file for whatever episode is being posted the next morning or next afternoon. Dude, we were going to post the episodes at like 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. every single day.
And then the first day you were like,
the
we're
first
not
day I was
doing
like,
this.
I can't do that. I need to move it to 3 p.m. I'm so glad I did that, because if I didn't do that, the series would be I would miss every
I don't
single
know
deadline.
how we
I even missed, there's like 3 episodes in a row I posted like 10 minutes late just because there were so many errors.
Also the graphic on the face, no one's going to
I mean, that was on purpose, so.
Yeah, no, that was, yeah. No, you're right.
It was like a meta joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what it was,
It was
right?
self-aware, yeah.
Okay. For this part of the interview, I kind of wanted to ask about the more significant parts of the series that fans really didn't pick up on that much. Anyways, the pillow. People don't understand the significance behind the pillow, okay? No one commented about the pillow. You guys were all commenting about Eric. What?
Dude, I know. The thing with the Eric comments is the Eric comments will cover up the most beautiful cinematic moments that I put in my videos, because like I've spent so much time planning out the whole Buster versus Basher thing, and Basher leaves the message on the iPad, and it's like I'm watching the thing and he's peering over the corner, and all the comments are like, that Derek. That Derek. And I'm like, bro, I literally put so many hours of thought into this, and then nobody even like registers what's happening. They're just like, math guy, Eric. That's Eric.
In this part of the interview, Xander kind of explains how hard it really was to sleep on the floor multiple nights in a row.
If I faked that, the series would probably end up being a lot better, because I would have a normal amount of sleep every night.
Yeah.
But I wish. No, I slept on the floor, yeah. Granted, it was only like 4 or 5 hours, but that's because I only slept for like 4 or 5 hours that night, so.
But
sleeping on the floor, pretending to, like, saying goodnight to the camera, and then driving an hour, and then uploading footage and editing.
An hour?
Well, there and back, you know.
Yeah.
And then uploading footage, editing more, and then coming back home and knowing that I have to sleep on the floor for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that was rough. But you know what?
It was
Could
pretty
be worse.
Bad. We saw like whenever you were like, I have enough subscribers to buy a pillow, guys. No one knew. Anyways, I'm gonna move on from.
No
that
one
question.
realized. You guys were the only people that realized the mental strain, because you
Yeah.
had to work with me during
Yeah.
that time. I just would not
You
shut
were
up about-
contemplating sleeping at the Airbnb and just going back and getting the footage of yourself like sleeping on the ground.
Bro, almost faked the video.
Jeez, yeah. The next question that I decided to ask was how Xander actually came up with the idea to do a daily upload series like this in the first place.
So there's so many different reasons. Like, obviously, the biggest thing I could say is Ryan's Penny series from 2022. That was like a big inspiration for a lot of the stuff. But even farther back than that, Ryan did a series where he tried to grow on TikTok from 0 to 1 million followers. And I watched back that like couple of those episodes recently, and I was just like, it's crazy how much of my career is built on these videos, because that's kind of like I just kind of took that concept and fleshed it out, like growing these channels and these TikTok accounts or whatever. And so like that series was a big part of. I mean, his was a little different. It was like they weren't posted every day, but then obviously like the inspiration of the Penny series and the way that he posts every day, and he has his editors working, and he has the thumbnails all made ahead of time. Like that whole structure, obviously that's like what this is. Like it's that structure that I sort of took from that. And it's so cool. Like I'm so grateful that he went through the process of figuring out how to do all that stuff. Like just making the format where you, like I didn't have to figure that out on my own. I just knew like, okay, you need people to help you edit, and then you need a 4-day buffer, and then you need the thumbnails all made ahead of time, and you need segments, and you need bits, and you need whatever. You need little things that you do every day. And so I didn't have to figure that out. I had to figure out what those things were. Like I had to figure out, okay, the gumball machine, and how do I make it so that every episode's different, and how do I turn this format that he did into something that I could do that's my niche, which is like growing on YouTube or on social media in general. And dude, it'd be so cool. I wish more people did daily series because they're so fun. There's so much work and so much effort, which is I don't think everyone could do one.
Yeah.
But like it would be so cool if it was like a normal thing that people did. Like if like your favorite YouTuber that makes like I don't know, like camping videos. Like I camped in every national park. I don't know. Dude, it'd be so cool like if your favorite YouTubers daily uploaded for a little bit. And so I wanted to see like, and building off of that, like there's series that I've done in the past. This is my 4th daily uploading session.
4th?
Yeah, so long time ago. Before I ever showed my face, I was still coming off of making memes. If you guys know like how I started on YouTube, I made memes.
Go watch my other video if you don't know that.
Yeah, he talked about it in his other video. But basically like I did this series where I had a Discord AI bot pick what videos I posted to my channel every single day for 5 days. I think it's 5 days. And so it was so dumb. It was each episode was like 2 minutes long, and they were edited so weird, and I didn't show my face in them. But then I built upon that, and the next one I did a year or two later was right after Ryan did his Penny series. I was like so excited about that. I wanted to do my own. So I made a channel called New Channel, and I posted videos on that and documented trying to grow it from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in a week, and it did pretty good. And the interesting thing, it's actually completely opposite from this series, because with that last one, my channel was at a spot where my videos weren't getting any views, my main channel. So I made this channel called New Channel. Oh, so meta, it's so hard to explain. Yeah. Made the channel called New Channel, and that channel started popping off with the videos I made. Like it was pulling in like 60,000 views an hour at its peak with the videos that I was making, and the channel reached like 20,000 subscribers or something, and it was insane. People didn't even know it was for an experiment, and I actually ended up getting a lot of views when I posted episode 1 of that series on the Yikes channel. A lot of people came from New Channel, and they're like, oh, this is so interesting. Like, this is how you made New Channel. And they only knew me as the New Channel guy. So weird. This one's different. Like, people go to Buster's channel because of the series that I did. It's, like, completely flipped.
That's sick.
And so, but the other one I did, the third one I did was a 30-day shorts series where I posted a short every day, trying to get a channel to 100,000 subscribers in 30 days. And I posted a YouTube short every single day for 30 days. That's
crazy, because you had no team there. You were uploading a short and then also trying to grow the channel.
This is the first time I did a series that wasn't completely by myself.
Yeah. First time you did, like, I don't know if you've ever done any videos where you had, like, an editor.
No, I've never posted on my main channel anything that was uploaded by an editor besides a couple of shorts. I did a couple of shorts. A big inspiration for just the look of Buster's costume is Anthpo and the characters that he makes. Like, he made Cheeseball Man and Kid with Crocs. And I thought that was so cool because, like, in my videos before, when I would do a series like New Channel or Brian, both of those series, I didn't show my own face. And so the channel was just like a faceless channel where it was just like a PNG or like an image of something. And that was the character. Or New Channel wasn't even a character at all. It was just the channel. But I wanted to do one. I wanted to flesh it out more for this series and make it so that the channel was its own like character, like it's its own person basically. And so that's when I came with Buster. And so I thought the name Buster was just so like whimsical and fun, and so I picked Buster because of that. And then I just wanted the most like outrageously colorful costume, like almost obnoxiously bright, pink and yellow.
Yeah.
And then I made that character and actually have like the the mock-ups for the character. I just was pulling images from Google.
Yeah.
And so I can send you those. You can put them in the video.
Yeah.
Because I remember,
think I have them there.
Yeah, I remember sending them to you guys, being like, "What do you
Yeah.
guys think of this? Like, imagine this character." And it's so funny now. Like 10 days, like the series is fully filmed at this point, pretty much, and it's
Almost.
like almost fully filmed.
A little bit at the end.
A little bit at the end that we're still working on, but it's just so funny that like now Buster's like a character that everyone that watches my videos knows about.
For this next question, I decided to ask Xander why he changed his profile picture because a lot of fans didn't seem too happy about that. Oh, yeah, profile picture, dude. What the heck happened to the old profile picture? A lot of the comments, dude, so many comments are like, hashtag bring back the old profile picture or something like that.
So yeah, I changed my profile picture. This is what it was originally. I was actually at like an event with a bunch of creators, and they were all talking about like, one of them was like, he was like, why haven't you changed your profile picture? And I just like didn't ever think about it. I was like, I don't know, it's just been like that. Like I don't really think that I never thought about changing it. Then I asked other people, I was like, what do you think of my profile picture? And then a couple people were like, I can't remember what it is. And that's when I was like, dang, like I thought it was better than it actually is. And I was like, and it took me like a month, but I just thought about it for like a month. And I was like, should I change my profile picture? Like, is it important to have your face in your, your actual face in your profile picture for like recognizability? And eventually I decided, yeah, I want to do that. I think it'd be cool to have like a new, better profile picture. And it doesn't change, like it's still the same colors and everything. Like it's not too drastic of a difference. It just shows my face in it.
Now with that question out of the way, I kind of wanted to ask Xander how he's going about building a team around his channel.
I have never paid anyone to help me with stuff long term besides a couple edits for YouTube Shorts, like 3 times maybe. Mm-hmm. And eventually I was like, I need someone to help me. I need people to help me come up with ideas. Like, what if I started a think tank? Because I actually got a lot of my experience making thumbnails and stuff from working in Ryan Train's think tank, and just making so many thumbnails and stuff. And like that's when I learned like composition, colors, like conflict and stuff. And so then I was like, okay, this was like super helpful for me to learn things. Eventually, I left because my channel was taking off, and I wanted to prioritize that. And then eventually I was like, I'm not coming with ideas fast enough. I needed ideas that are easy to film, but also really engaging and fun ideas that will also like get a lot of views. And it's like, I can't come up with all these ideas by myself. And so I had to make the decision. I was like, do I start my own think tank? Like that felt crazy. I was like, I'm not a big enough YouTuber to have a think tank. But then eventually I was just like, what if I just like reached out to some of my close friends that are like, that are also creators, and they're grinding and have really good ideas, and they're smart. And so I reached out to JJ, Zach, and then one of our other friends, Samin. And so we just like, we just talk about thumbnails, and they'll come in and pitch thumbnails, ideas and stuff, and we would just have meetings every once in a while. And eventually someone brought it up. I don't remember who. They were like, what if you did a series? Yeah, you guys were like...
I think we were all just chatting one day. We're like, why haven't you done another series?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and I was just like, it just seems like so much, like, I don't know. I didn't really consider it, and then they mentioned it. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should. Like, that would be so much fun. I feel like I could do a series this summer.
At this point in the interview, we decided to bring on Xander's full-time editor, Zach Colmenero, to ask him a few questions and get his input on some stuff.
So yeah, I reached out to Zach, and I was like, Zach, do you want to edit the series? And you were like, yeah. And then we talked about it, and we were talking about using Google Drive, and I was like, it's going to be hard. And then you were like, what if I just came to Ohio? And what if I just stayed?
Yeah, no, I think Google Drive, it just would have been such a pain, because I've had a lot of experience with using Google Drive and how long stuff takes. And of course, even just looking here at like how much footage everything is, especially from the camera, like we're talking like 40 plus gigabytes per project. Like it just,
I think it was like 80 yesterday.
It would have been also transferring back and forth multiple times, because you would have been like wanting to do revisions, and then like it would have been like a crazy
Even
thing.
just like communication is so hard over like the internet. Like
you would have had to do like 13-hour Discord calls. It would have been crazy.
Dude.
Crazy, dude.
So crazy. Yeah, it'd have been so bad. So I think we would have been able to pull something off, but I don't think it would have worked very well.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that this ended up happening, and it's, like that's why having people around you that like are invested in your channel, like that, like if they weren't here, like the series wouldn't have happened. If we did it, it would have been like through Google Drive, and it would have been like super scuffed. And so it's just like having people that are giving you ideas and like good ideas, just like having more input, so it's not just you. Something that I'm learning is so important.
I think, especially with series, it requires a ton of effort. Like, to be able to do that so consistently, so much, like, effort and love really needs to be put into it.
And so much risk, too.
Yeah,
to
a
do
lot of
something like
risk.
that.
And, like...
And honestly, like, I'll be transparent. Each episode has been on the lower... Like, it starts out really high on this... Like, on one... Like, if you put up the 1 out of 10 scale, and... So, first 5 episodes, right, come out, and you see the 1 out of 10. And top half is all the episodes from the series, and all the bottom half is the 5 most recent videos before the series. And so for the first couple hours, the series is outperforming everything else. But then it gets to a point where everyone who's like invested in the series has seen it, and so they kind of fall off. And so the episodes are all 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s, and 10 out of 10s. Besides episode 1. I think episode 1's like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
oh my God. No, I said it. I said 6 or 7.
That's not going in the video. Not at all.
Cut it out.
That's not going in there.
And so, I mean, but it's like you wouldn't be able to tell because the engagement on the series has been so crazy. Every episode, 2,000, 3,000 comments. And every video on Buster's channel getting like 50K in the first 24 hours and like comments on everything.
That's crazy. The engagement on Buster specifically was wild. Posting at 3 a.m. and getting like 60 comments in the first minute was wild, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like, because it's a channel that has 60K subscribers or 70K subscribers, but it's 70,000 fully engaged, fully like present subscribers. Because you can see channels that have 10 million subscribers, but 9.9 million of them are like completely gone. Like they're dead. They're like abandoned channels or little kids. Dude. They don't care. But like to have a channel that's 70,000, but literally every single one of those people watches the video. Like I posted like the most recent video is like Buster Q&A, and I think that has like 60,000 views.
It's
been
wild.
Like one day. There's like 4,000 comments or something insane on it, and it's like, it's just what like I don't know. It's such a cool thing to do, and it's like it's something that I'm really happy that not a lot of people are doing. Not a lot of YouTubers that do videos that they can't control. It's hard to start a video and know that you can't control what the outcome is. And some of my videos you can. Like I can be like, all right, I have this ending in mind when I start the video. But a lot of my videos, it's like, dude, what the ending of this video is fully dependent on how well I can
go viral on this social media.
And it's like sometimes I'll go into videos and be like, will I even have enough content to make this a video? And that's such a scary thing because like imagine spending a month working on a video and then it just doesn't end up working out and you don't want to post it. And I don't know. So it's definitely hard. But I think that it's the YouTubers, it's the creators that take risk that I love watching. And I said that weird. I said the creators that take risk.
That's fine. That's going in the video.
No.
That's going in.
No, I just like to see people take risks. And I think that YouTube content, there's always metas. And so I think I want to push myself to do to challenge myself because I think there's not a lot of there used to be an era, which is when I was really obsessed with YouTube, where everyone was just doing challenges. It was like, how can I challenge myself the most? And some of them were fake, some of them were really real, and they're really fun. And so I just think there should be more challenges, and it should be less of. I think there should be more people doing challenges again. I don't know. That's my personal take. I don't know.
For this next question, I decided to ask Zach how he went about editing one entire video every single day for 10 days. What was it like editing Xander's videos, putting out one of these a day, dude?
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it was really fun. I remember just being like low-key kind of like nervous the full 2 weeks before the trip because these are like such big shoes to fill. Because Xander has obviously edited everything on his channel. He has such a distinct style, and also like his style is just super experimental to the point where like it changes every video in some shape or form. And so I was like, okay, we're just gonna go to this. We're just gonna have fun. I feel like we have pretty similar like comedic timing, and my editing style is really like story based versus just clips. But no. So that was really I really got into a momentum where I was able to just cut up everything and then go back, do all the fun hilarious moments. But the first 2 episodes were completely made before episode 1 went live. And I remember those 2 I was feeling like super happy about. Day 2 has the best ending. I'm very mad that not many comments talk about the ending because I love that ending.
Historians will look back on.
But we got into a momentum. But I definitely remember as soon as episode 1 dropped, the pressure was like on. I was like, yeah. So we
Timer started, dude.
Kind of have to get episodes out. No,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah, and I was cutting it so close too. With
Yeah,
my revisions.
no,
it was bad because I was just so focused on recording things that I was like, wait, shoot, we're posting tomorrow again. Because my brain, I've only posted, the most I've ever posted in a month in the past 2 years is 2 videos in a month. And so to post a video, my brain is set, my brain is programmed to okay, I'm gonna stay up all night, finish this video, and then the next day I'll just sleep for 10 hours during the day.
Yeah.
And then I was I finished episode 1 and scheduled it, and I was like, wait. I can't do that.
You can't do that. There's no sleeping.
Again.
Zero sleeping.
And so that's when I had to get used to that. And it took me a little bit. Gonna go sleep for 2 hours.
No, I think you could just tell that episode 1's it feels like a genuine yikes video because did you make an entire song for that video? It was that one or day 2 that I think there was a song made for.
You messed with a lot of music.
For the dot store integration.
Yeah, no, that was day 2.
Yeah, so you can tell we put so much more effort in there, and then episode 1 drops, and then we're like, oh, we can't do that. We actually got to get episodes out.
Jeez.
And so the quality remained pretty high.
Yeah, no, I think it did.
I don't know, the quality was really high.
I think episode 1 was so different because of it was the pilot episode basically, so it was very cinematic, and it works really well. Our relationship editing works really well because he edits movies a lot of the time and makes movies. So in my editing, my filming style, I like to just randomly get cinematic. Yeah. Before I even ever had this camera, I would still just do random cinematic bits with my phone. It's just so fun to because people when people think of retention editing, I think they always think, okay, your video has to be so fast, but it works the other way too. If your video is really fast paced and then all of a sudden you slow it down immediately and it's a really slow ominous moment, it's equally as captivating. Yeah, it's just contrast. It's all about contrast. So if you have a really fast moment in a slow video, people are going to be on the edge of their seats. And if you have a really slow moment in a really fast video, it's going to have the same effect. People are like, what is happening? And so if your whole video is fast or if your whole video is slow, I think that's when it starts to get boring.
Yeah,
so
I got
just
you.
Keep switching it up.
That's why I really signed on to the series is because I feel like we could definitely relate a lot with our editing styles.
I've never just handed off footage to someone.
Yeah.
And just been hopefully you make something good. But the first day,
that's scary as crap.
It is really bad.
And it's knowing that we have a very short turnaround. And it's if it's terrible, there's not much I can do. I just have to post it. Yeah. And so that's that was stressful. And I knew that he's a good editor, but it's you never can be sure what it's gonna turn out like. And so I didn't have my hopes super high just because I was scared. And then
I was saying I was
so
nervous.
I came over to the Airbnb the first night we watched. So okay, this was what's crazy. All right, I was blown away. So basically, the first day they were already here. They didn't have any footage because I was recording episode 1. I recorded half of episode 1, and then in the afternoon I drove over and dropped off the footage that I had, and it was
6 minutes. It was around the first 6 minutes.
Dude, I don't even remember day
First 6 minutes of
it was
so long ago. I don't understand how that feels.
I think it's because my days have been so long.
Yeah, because days have been.
It's every day has been a 18.
Remember
19, 20 hour
when
day.
we had the point where he would send half of this stuff over? The good old days. Now we have to wait a full day.
That was
and then
10
it wouldn't
days
even be
ago.
all there. I'd be so we're missing all of this.
So we're
Jeez,
missing. Yeah, I know.
My brain.
Wait, continue on.
The destruction of my brain needs to be studied. Yeah, and so day 1, I dropped off the footage halfway through the day, and then I came back later to drop off the rest of the footage at night, and he had it all edited. And I was like, what? How is that possible? And then I was like, okay.
Locked in, bro.
So locked in. And so I watched it, and I was like, this is perfect. And I didn't even give him many instructions because it was the whole cinematic section where it was me and watching the video of Basher on the screen, and I didn't have much instructions. I just kind of told him the general, and he just figured it out. And I changed a couple of things, just with pacing or whatever, just adding in a couple more shots of my reaction. But that's stuff that I only did because I remember, I made a really good expression at this point.
Yeah,
and it's something that you wouldn't really pick up on because you weren't living that moment. So
Yeah.
And so it just ended up really, really good. And then I went to sleep, and at 5 a.m. he sent me the full episode 1. I didn't expect episode 1 to get finished until like maybe a couple, like 1 or 2 days before episode 1 was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
And so seeing it done before I even started recording episode 2 was crazy.
That's-
Because I was expecting to like be falling behind or whatever, but like I did not expect to be like rushing to record stuff because Zach was waiting for more footage from me. Like that was never in my head. I was like,
Dude,
like, that's so crazy to edit that fast that you're literally like, all right, I need more footage.
In this point in the interview, I kind of changed the topic over to thumbnails because the thumbnails on this series are really clean. I want to talk about packaging because I'm
There's
so
more
proud of
questions
these thumbnails.
We are really proud.
There's a lot of questions. We can keep going if you want to. I have a lot
So
of
thumbnails. Yeah, thumbnails.
thumbnails,
I
bro.
think we're over half of them designed by you.
yeah.
So that's why I want to talk about
either
thumbnails.
over. Well, also, if I didn't design half of them, I would have also wanted to talk about them. They're just sick thumbnails.
They're really
And
dope.
we spent 3 months on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So-
a lot of time that was spent.
Yeah,
That's so sick.
there was so much to do, and Osamin, the other guy, my best friend from across the world, he
Shout out.
helps out so much behind the scenes. It's hard to like really like describe how much he helps because it's all just behind.
Yeah,
We'll put his channel up right here.
he's the third of the team, or he's
Right here.
the fourth of the team.
Yeah, the fourth.
That wasn't able to make
He's
it.
the unspoken member
He's
of
across
the
the
Yikes
seas.
factory.
Across the world.
Part of the factory, dude.
Yeah, no, the thumbnails, they're actually really hard to make because it's
Yeah.
really hard to portray what the series is in a thumbnail. It's hard to get across the idea at all in a thumbnail. Like,
Yeah.
like to show that it's episode whatever of a series where I'm trying to grow a channel, but also show that I'm doing a new niche every day. It's just like it's really you have to like spend so much time thinking about how these are going to be formatted, and so it took a long
Yeah.
time. But I'm really happy with how all of them turned out.
I think like the 3 that was like really where we struggled because we did so many different like variations. Like the first few that we made were so bad. And
Yeah.
I can't think of what they.
I think the only one that you took from like the first batch of
was the
variation
cooking
was
one.
the cooking
Yeah,
one.
The cooking one is.
And then
Fire.
other than that, it was just like because we needed to show the niche, but also show the niche in a way that people knew that we were trying to grow a YouTube channel
Yeah.
in that niche.
Not
And
just like
it's
I
so
feel
weird.
confusing. So there's a lot of like back and forth to figure out that, and I'm still not even sure if we did like accomplish that very well, but I don't know.
I think the best version,
Yeah.
best version of accomplishing that was whenever you did the makeup thumbnail and you saw the camera in the reflection.
Yeah,
That's like a really solid way.
Yeah, that was good. It's just when you do that, like you can't do that in every thumbnail because
No,
there's
you
too many
can't.
elements.
I don't know. This is such a hard series to pull off, but
We're
whatever.
getting
It's
stressed
impossible
just
to
talking
do a
about
series
it.
like this that's not like super complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you need viewers that are really engaged with the lore.
I'm really happy. Like
sure.
especially you were saying like, oh, everything's like very low in terms of views, but like it's 1.3 mil so far, like
Yeah,
racked up.
total.
And we're on episode 8, it's out, I
Yeah.
guess right now.
And then it's only been like they've only been out for a couple days each.
Yeah,
so,
you got, like we're going off of
Come
a
back.
day, like pretty much a week or a
Yeah,
day's
come back in a couple
performance.
months and-
And for the final question of this interview, I decided to ask Xander what his top 5 favorite creators are.
For me, top 5,
Yeah.
I think that's a lot. Currently, I actually watch a lot of commentary YouTubers. Like, I've always loved Danny Gonzalez,
Easily.
one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. If I could put Danny, Drew, and Curtis as one person, I would say Danny, Drew, Curtis in that order. But I'll just put Danny so to cover commentary. I'm trying to think. Obviously, Ryan, just like GOAT, all-time GOAT. If it was from when I was a kid, Dane TDM. I watched Dane TDM all the time.
Yeah.
I watched a ton of Unspeakable, but Dane TDM I would put as my third. Joe Bartolozzi, my current favorite YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm not even trolling. Like,
Dude, he's watched hundreds of hours of Joe Bartolozzi.
and there's still hundreds of hours more. And that's why I love him. There's just so much. Let me see. I feel like I can't pick someone that I'm friends with, because then it's like I don't know.
He told me the last favorite creator was Tree, but we lost the footage on that part. All right, thank you guys for coming on. You guys are great. You guys
Yeah.
are the best.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on to help with the series.
Yeah, no
Both of you
problem,
guys.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like and
this.
subscribe to Tree.